I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse.
So I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne having it with Will. Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up with him.
They're both guys do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
Will Smith's rise to Hollywood stardom seemed almost meteoric, transitioning from a rapper to an A-list actor seemingly overnight. However, recent reports suggest there may be more to his rapid ascent than meets the eye. Even Jim Carey, in a revealing video, appears suspicious and disillusioned. Now, Carey has reportedly come forward with shocking revelations about the controversial methods employed behind the scenes of Smith's success. The details are intriguing, inviting us to delve deeper into what truly lurks behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. During the 94th Academy Awards, Jim Carey didn't hold back in addressing the controversial incident involving Will Smith and Chris Rock. While promoting Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Carey openly expressed his disgust to Gayle King on CBS. He didn't shy away from criticizing the altercation at the 2022 Oscars, where Smith slapped Rock in response to a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia. The incident sparked widespread debate and condemnation, shining a light on the complexities of humor, sensitivity, and celebrity culture.
Uh-oh, Richard! Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Yeah, Carey wasn't having any of it. After Smith unleashed that outburst at Chris Rock, yelling to keep his wife's name out of his mouth, he still walks away with the Best Actor award for King Richard. For Jim Carey, that was enough to stop holding back on his thoughts. He straight up said he felt sick, seeing everyone giving Smith a standing ovation after that mess.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation.
Carey didn't hesitate, calling Hollywood out for being spineless and suggesting they've lost their edge. It would appear that the actor saw that action as confirming earlier suspicions that Will Smith's rise might be, because of things he had done to get there, and that is likely why he is still being protected. If not for that protection, Carey thinks Smith should have been booted out of the Oscars then and there for his slap-happy moment. Now, the question on many people's lips after that was, could this trouble be with Will Smith's alleged protectors? For many people, the reasons behind Chris not filing the lawsuit against Will Smith is connected to the alleged power Will has to do anything he wants in Hollywood. Of course, the claim is that this power was gotten from performing certain activities that you definitely don't want to know about. For a long time, accusations kept flying that Will Smith indulged in certain rituals for power, including activities. We've all heard Jaguar Wright say it herself.
They're both guys they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
If it were only Jaguar Wright, maybe we can just say it's one of those claims. But as we could see from the clip at the beginning, even someone very close to Will Smith, his former assistant and friend, Bilal, has come with even more damning details.
And then I saw acts when I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game.
Perhaps that's why Jada decided to stay away from him. Just in case you don't know yet, Jada Pinkett Smith recently revealed the difficulties within her marriage to Will Smith. In a preview for an NBC News and Today Show special tied to her upcoming memoir, Worthy, the Set It Off star shared that she and Will Smith have been residing apart since 2016, despite maintaining a united front in public appearances. Both Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith chose to boycott the ceremony, along with many other prominent figures in Hollywood, in response to the perceived lack of diversity in the nominations, which had sparked the viral hashtag #OscarsSoWhite. However, Rock disregarded Jada's request and while hosting the Oscars made a joke at her expense. Addressing her boycott of the ceremony, he said, "Jada Pinkett Smith boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited." He also said, "It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West." However, Jada had something else to tell. Jada made it clear that the 2016 Oscars incident was resolved through a mutual apology during a phone call. According to her, she later realized the immense pressure Chris Rock must have been under. She was not really recognizing the level of pressure Chris might have been under at the time. "I probably should have called him and gone, 'Hey, are you okay?' And just know that although I'm speaking out about the Oscars, I do wish you the best and I just want you to know that." Me taking the time to have called him and said that just to touch base. But his feelings might have been hurt. Pinkett Smith said that after the 2016 Oscars joke, Rock apologized and I apologized to him as well. So I actually thought that we were good that the hatchet was buried between us. And we hadn't talked since then, until 2022 came. Pinkett Smith claimed she also received an apology from Rock after the 2022 Oscars altercation. Now this attracted the public's attention that immediately after slapping one can issue an apology also. The people have been speculating that this is all because of the power Will Smith holds. One person on the internet wrote, "If this didn't happen, I wouldn't even know about Oscar today." Well, his control is not only limited to the industry, but on his wife too. After their initial rift, Jada and Chris talked it out during the call, and Jada believed the matter was settled. Yet, following the 2016 Oscars incident, rumors rumors about Jada and Will Smith's potential divorce began circulating. In an unexpected turn of events, Chris Rock reportedly asked Jada out on a date. However, in that same year, Jada and Will were not residing together, and this revelation has recently come to light as Jada herself has openly discussed it, fueling the growing speculation that she and Chris were involved in something during that period. Pinkett Smith explained why the two never formally announced a separation. "I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out." Now, fans have swiftly jumped to the conclusion that her separation from Will was linked to her close relationship with Chris, given that she apparently resolved the issue with a simple phone call. One person wrote, "Please don't look to others as couples goals. You don't know why they got together, you don't know what they go through, you don't know why they left. Just focus on being healthy and having healthy relationships for yourself." But the evidence suggests something else, which has apparently nothing to do with Chris. Some sources have suggested that their relationship was shaken because of Will's alleged extramarital affairs with men and women both. In recent news, Will Smith's name has become a topic of intense interest due to some surprising allegations that have emerged regarding his purported connections with multiple individuals over the course of his career. These allegations have garnered significant attention and sparked extensive discussions. As the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. It seems that Will Smith has added to the intrigue by shedding light on his desire for escapism from his marital relationship.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
While being part of an unconventional family with unique marital dynamics is one thing, it becomes an entirely different situation when persistent rumors suggest that your husband may be entangled in clandestine relationships. Such is the current predicament in the Smith household, and it seems that the lady of the house has decided to openly disclose the reality. The journey began with the debut of the enduring comedy drama 6 Degrees of Separation, featuring Will Smith in the role of a mesmerizing con artist. The movie sparked significant interest when rumors circulated about the absence of a kissing scene between Smith and his co-star Anthony Michael Hall in the final cut. This omission triggered speculation. Was the acclaimed actor intentionally avoiding the kiss to evade scrutiny of his personal life? These rumors have endured, shrouding the truth in mystery. Furthermore, in a 2020 interview, Will contradicted his earlier statements about not fully immersing himself in the character, asserting that he wholeheartedly embraced the method acting approach for 6 Degrees of Separation. In a recent development, Tisha Campbell has come forward with allegations that Will Smith was involved in extramarital relationships with her former spouse, Dwayne Martin. She took to Instagram to share an image regarding this matter. In her post, Tisha pointed out that the truth always comes out in the end, no matter how many times someone lies. This prompted one of her devotees to reply, "Thank you even though they lie in the end." In response to this person, Tisha said, "And you're right, they will lie till the end. The real kiki is people will stop believing them." Tisha's decision to type "will" in all caps raised suspicions that she might be indirectly referencing Will and Jada in her post. Many quickly assumed that this could imply an alleged affair between Will and Tisha's former spouse, Dwayne Martin, who also happens to be a close friend of the Gemini Man actor. Furthermore, YouTuber Trisha Paytas made allegations against Will Smith, claiming that he intentionally caused harm to her male dancers. She specifically said, "How about worry about your daughter being in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worry about your cheating husband F one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?" It seems that Will may have been influenced by the example set by his predecessor, Quincy Jones. For the uninitiated, Quincy Jones is a multi-talented individual, renowned for his collaborations with icons such as Frank Sinatra, Aretha Franklin, and the king of pop, Michael Jackson. However, his fame extends beyond his musical prowess. Persistent rumors about his romantic inclinations towards men have circulated for years, and recent events hint at the possibility of truth behind these speculations. While there hasn't been any direct confirmation about Will Smith's purported engagement with any of these individuals, the persistent conversations surrounding this subject underscore its notable presence within public discourse. Moreover, Carey suggested that when he slapped Chris, it was his inner frustration. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.